face it. No one's coming to my rescue.
Oh, could use a rest.
Having someone to do my
Minute now.
Shall we get some?
Now, we
must rest. Though the sun...
I'm nodding off where I stand.
by your leave, Arisen.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest, but hold a moment. Does this man's counter... I see. Ah, but of course. I surmise, your majesty, a clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain, and all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. This spider has...
There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to... Your majesty, that attire... I apologize for my brusqueness. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
I need help.
We want for information. Mayhap we ought to speak with this Sir Roderick.
Ah, you've returned. How splendid! The cart reached its destination, safe and sound.
Oxcards seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Right you are. At once, Master. We've arrived, just as planned.
Well,
Good on you, sir. I appreciate you stop. Go on. Off with you.
Aught you need of me? What brings you here?
Oh, I possess never those of other races. That's all 'tis, mind. And even if I did, no matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be. You fascinating, such as this bowstring. Why do you stare? I suppose I sought in the timing could not be. Forgive me. Every elf undergoes. I've been training. Indeed, I fear I grew so vexed with my thanks to you. I now have the means to do so. Though it might be just what I need to find my aim. I understand.
Welcome to fine Time to be heading home.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
There is much we ought to tend to, or shall change once. If your majesty has any unfit, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Grubb. That's investigation.
True enough.
A good sleep will ensure we are...
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Well, I'll be. Good on you, sir. I appreciate you stopping by. Go on. Off with you.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Welcome to and quality's what you need if you want to survive. Looking for a craftsman? I'm a master of my trade. Hope to see you again.
Oh, are you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. Does none of...
Bunch of sluggards.
Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Overwhelming. Not much going on.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Anyone else share tired souls? Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
A place to soothe the spirit.
Only to bear calm. Tis quiet about.
I've little enough gold to spend as tis.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
What's to be done about this?
Should you wish to ply me for information, you will first have to earn my trust. My thanks. You know, many of our patrons wish to take me for them, yet there is something different about you. I lived a simpler life once, but one man changed all that. 'Tis no simple matter for a woman to make it this far on her lonesome. Here I am.
Tis good to be reunited.
I'm a man of leisure and heart.
Let them talk. I'm too old to care to
When does my watch end? So tired. I get just about anywhere. I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Beg pardon, sir. Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you. However, it is a matter best kept from pride.
What is true peace, I wonder?
Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall. A duplicate now rests in its place. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Deesa's disdain. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore indeed. When the time comes for you to announce your ascent, I must confess. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen.
Take it easy today.
May this day bring delights to you and all.
Praying, ne'er put gold in my pocket.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
You!
I could do with a few more hours.
You!
Only care I have is how to spend
It's
the
my back's not acting up today.
Mayhap I'll set out on my own.
You!
Would that I could spend all day.
We must rest.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your majesty to venture to Batal, where you must. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely this ought to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through with such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. 'Tis most fortunate that your majesty is a Beastren. You ought pass through the border checkpoint without undue trouble.
Very well. I shall return.
You the Arisen? Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting.
Time to be heading. Good day to you.
What's to do? Precious little time. Where was I headed?
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Come back any time.
Soon as you turn me back, out comes the dagger. Do you stop?
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Would that such tranquility could last.
True enough. Over here, if you please. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the...
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
If we seek further knowledge of the Godsway, we ought to make for Batal. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Let my magic launch you into mental route.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of it.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Over here, if you would. again.
Fight. To arms.
By your leave.
As a result, we move as one.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have to.
Over here, if you please. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Once more!
Ice's sting is yours to wield. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
We've got choppers!
There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you.
Keep your eyes peeled as we cross.
Who can say what awaits us on the other side?
Yes, of course. I see it now.
We've no cause to visit a campsite as yet, methinks.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. This isn't the way to our destination. But I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Hail.
This ox cart's bound.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
It'll take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Very well. I shall await further orders.
Well, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the board. Where always a pleasure.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
By what margin will it improve our performance in battle, I wonder?
No respect for this.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? Go on through.
What to make of this?
I'm starving, I am.
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return. Oh, this is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmaster's burrow, but methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek.
arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity. There, Master! Knackers! I shan't let them on!
My magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Climb on and I'll send you soaring. We did a fair bit of shopping the other day, didn't we? Though I do wonder how much of it was necessary.
Adventures are unpredictable. 'Tis half the joy. A good meal makes one appreciate those 'tis shared with.
Indeed. Here's hoping this remains our usual fare.
Shall we do as that personage suggested, and make for the Rock Mouse's burrow? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. I shan't allow any further harm. Creatures who know death cling to life.
Ought we to pursue and eliminate the stragglers?
guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us. By your leave.
Strike fast and true, and our blood shall fall. Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Pray, follow me.
Come on then. Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
By your...
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
I'll take this. "'Tis a hobgoblin!
I shan't let it pass. I will protect you.
I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
There, Master! More harpies! On them arisen, and I'll strike them down. We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Well met. Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink.
By your leave, Arisen.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital. Simply, I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this, then. Simply show it to one of the sentries, and you'll be granted entry to the capital. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the target, a simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available.
A moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Well met, sir.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Arouse if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying. But don't you dare try to take any—
Many thanks.
Pray, follow me.
By and large, the people of Bagbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
Vermin's people...
If 'tis a blacksmith, you... Oh, first. Oh. Now here's a... Not to blow my own but as I've said, I've lain down my tools, and if... Well, why are you still...
That went rather poorly.
Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Brock. You'll have to forgive him. He's always been a bit crotchety.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel!
Of course you can. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone... Ne'er mind, old Brocker. Hang about. 'Twas special made to use glimmercoal. Mine till the monster's settled in, that is. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help. Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring. Now, true to its name, glimmercoal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing... Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's...
If we can procure some glimmercoal from Digger's ruins, Sir Brocker ought to have a change of heart about the regalia sword. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow? I mislike that. You from Vermont? 'Tis beastrons like you what bring shame upon the rest of us. True beastrons call Batal home. Go suffer for your porridge. What? Got something to say about it? Eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem. All you've got to do is prove your mettle. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair. Put your back into it!
That's enough.
Do we truly need to continue this battle?
Just give the order and I will join the fray.
Well, I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. No. I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for.
Ragnar? You're him? From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us. Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Someone caught me. That was a gun.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if... I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide, friend. Till next time.
One cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnar. Who is he really?
I have no answer to give.